Hey guys, this is Sophia here. Now I am discussing about abstract class. In previous session I covered about abstractions. Here I am going to cover about abstract class and few important observations regarding abstract class with example. So overview of abstraction. Abstraction is a process of hiding the implementation details, and the actual business logic or the implementation details are defined inside the child classes. So in abstraction we focus on what the object does instead of how it does it. I took an example of save, which is an abstract class. Okay, in previous session where an abstract class contained both abstract method and non-abstract method. It also contained parametric constructor and default constructor, and the responsibility of the child class is to implement the abstract methods. Ways to achieve abstraction in Java. There is two ways to achieve abstraction in Java. One way is abstract class, another way is interface. In abstract class we achieve partial abstraction, and in interface we achieve 100% abstraction. In abstract class we achieve 0 to 100% abstraction, partial abstraction. So 0% abstraction means in abstract class there is no abstract method. 0% means no abstract method, and 100% abstractions means in abstract class all the methods are abstract. Okay, and partial abstraction means both abstract methods and non-abstract methods are present in abstract class. So we when we wish to achieve partial abstraction we choose abstract class, and we want to achieve 100% abstraction we will choose interface. It is up to your choice. So what is abstract class? A class which is declared as abstract is known as an abstract class. It can have abstract and non-abstract methods. We'll see while we do coding. Illustration of the abstract class. So you can see how the abstract class looks. In abstract class we use the keyword abstract with class name class save. Here int color is the attribute. An abstract method, this is an abstract method where we use the keyword abstract. Public void show, which followed with semicolon. You can notice one thing, it has no body. Okay, so here we only declare the method, we not define it, but non-abstract method we define it here. It is a concrete method containing the body. So the concrete method always contains the body, but abstract method doesn't contain body, it is a method signature. So what is an abstract method? Abstract method is a method which contains declaration but not implementation. It just have method signature, that means the method has without body. Abstract method must always be redefined in the subclass. Yes, you always remember abstract method must always be redefined in the subclass, thus making overriding compulsory, or either make the subclass itself abstract. Yes, if the subclass can't define the abstract method, then we declare that subclass as also abstract class. Okay, so this is an abstract method example. Here this is the abstract class abc, which contain two abstract method as area and as a so this is a child class abc1 which extends the abstract class abc. Now it's the responsibility of the child class to redefine this abstract method here. So here it override it double area and return math.py. This is the area formula. Okay, and here it shows. Okay, so here it override this to abstract method. We can write it here. If we don't write it, so there is no problem. When to use abstract methods in abstract class? When to use abstract methods in abstract class? There are situations in which we want to postpone some parts of the implementation to be completed later, or we want to hide the implementation logic from the users. Okay, at that time we use the abstract method in abstract class. Now let's focus few important observations on abstract class in Java with example. Observation 1. In Java, just like C++, an instance of an abstract class cannot be created. Yes, an instance of an abstract class cannot be created. We can have references to abstract class types though. Okay, we can directly instantiate the object of abstract class, but we can use it as a reference. Okay, let's see in example. So abstract class observation 1. Observation 1 is Java program to illustrate the instance of abstract class cannot be created, but we can do the reference of abstract class. So this is the abstract class super, where we declare the abstract method fun abstract void fun. We use the keyword abstract here. You can see this is the subclass class of which extends the super class, which is abstract class. Here we defined the abstract method system.out.println I am fun method from subclass. Now let's test it using the abstract observation 1 class which contains the main method. You can see here I create the reference of the abstract class super a. Okay, now I create the object of subclass by using the reference variable a equal to new sub. Okay, note we can combine the above two statements into one and write as the following. We can write like this: super a equal to new sub semicolon. Instead of writing the two line, we can make it create in one line. Okay, note 2, we cannot instantiate the object of abstract class. We can't instantiate it, it shows error. Okay, it shows error. Now I can invoke the fun method using the reference variable a.fun. Let's run it. Run as Java application. You can see I am fun method from subclass. I am fun method from subclass. Okay, so the first observation is Java is the instance of abstract class cannot be created, but we can do the reference of abstract class. Now let's see the observation 2. Like C++, an abstract class can contain constructors in Java, and a constructor of abstract class is called when an instance of an inherited class is created. When an instance of an inherited class is created, at that time the constructor of the abstract class is called. Let's see with example. Here we see the abstract class super1 which contain the constructor super1 I am constructor from superclass, that is abstract class. Here define an abstract method joy, abstract word joy. You can see the constructor is here, and here the abstract method is here in the abstract class. Now I extend the super1 in the subclass 1 extend super1. Here you can see another constructor is there, the constructor of the subclass. Okay, I am constructor from the subclass, that is derived class. Now I redefine the abstract method here, public void joy. Hey you, keep coding and stay joyful. So now test this. Here I test it inside the main method. We always test it. Okay, so here I create the object of subclass super1 object equal to new subclass 1. So this is the super1 object is the abstract class. So here I use this reference variable object. Here get the object new subclass 1. Now object dot joy, using dot operator I access the method joy, we call it. Okay, let's run it. Right click, run as Java application. Yes, you can see I am constructor from superclass. It first goes to the constructor of superclass, then I'm the constructor of subclass, then it call the constructor of the subclass, and also it shows the output the hey you keep coding and stay joyful. Okay, so this is the abstract method which we redefine in the subclass, so it shows all the output. Now let's go to the observation 3. So observation 3 tells in Java we can have an abstract class without any abstract method. Yes, it's possible, abstract class without any abstract method. This allows us to create classes that cannot be instantiated but can only be inherited. That cannot be instantiated but can only be inherited. Let's see with an example. Define an abstract class without any abstract method. Here is the abstract class, parent class. Okay, public void joyful. This is has body, means it is not an abstract class, it is a concrete class. So we do not define any abstract method here. No abstract method, only one concrete method is there. Now I extend it in the child class, child class extend the parent class. Here I did not write anything, it is empty, but it inherit the abstract class. Okay, so it is not empty. Public class abstract observation 3, which contain the main method. We are going to test it. So parent class OOP-J is equal to new child class. Here I use the abstract class, that is parent class, as reference, and OOP-J is a reference variable. This is the, we create an object. So OOP-J.joyful, we call the joyful method. Let's run the program to run a Java application. So now you can see, hey you, I am Zoe from abstract class. I'm Zoe from abstract class, you can see it. Okay, so this is observation 3. Next go to observation 4. So what observation 4 tells, abstract classes can also have final methods that cannot be overridden. Yes, abstract class contain final method, and final method can't be overridden. Here I define inside the abstract class this is final void joy. Okay, So it is a method body, means it is not an abstract method. Okay, here I use the keyword final void joy. Now I extend it the parent class, that is abstract class. Here this is the main method, okay, which contain abstraction observation 4. This is main method. Now I instantiate the object of the derived class, that is the child class. Here I use abstract class as the reference variable, parent p, new child, so p dot joy. Okay, let's run it. Final joy is called. So abstract class can also have final methods, method that cannot be overridden. Okay, we can't override it like void joy again here. If we override it, then it shows error. So that's why I commented it here. You can try it by yourself. You can use the keyword final and write it again in the child class with the same method. You get the error. Okay, now let's go to the observation 5. Observation 5, we see for any abstract Java class we are not allowed to create an object. That is, for abstract class instantiation is not possible. For abstract class instantiation is not possible. So this is abstract class S, which contain the abstract method f. We declare it here. Okay, it has no method body. We redefine it in the subclass C, which extends the abstract class S. So public void f, hi, find me. Okay, this is the main method. Now we are going to test it. Here if I write s abstract class s obj equal to new s, it shows error. Let's remove it and show you. It shows error. Look, can't instantiate the type s. It shows can't instantiate the type s. Okay, so what I did in here, I make the abstract class as a reference. So as obj1 reference object of abstract class, obj1 is a reference variable. Now I use obj1 is equal to new c. Here I create the instantiate the object of the derived class c. Now using it on this with dot operator, I call f the above method. Okay, now let's run it. Hi, find me. Okay, observation 6. Similar to the interface, we can define static methods in an abstract class that can be called independently without an object. So Java program to illustrate static methods in abstract class can be called independently without an object. Without creating an object, we call it if you use static keyword. So this is abstract class A, where I define a static method, static void demo joy system.out.println, keep coding with me. So this is not an abstract method. Here I use the keyword static. This is a static method and we call it without creating an object. Okay, directly, right? A dot demo joy. Here I use the abstract class A and here I call it a dot demo joy. No instantiation object here. We can call the method inside abstract class directly as it declared static, because I declared it static. Let's run as Java application. You can see, keep coding with me. So this is the observation. We can call it independently if we use static keyword inside the abstract class. Observation 7. If a class contains at least one abstract method, then compulsory we should declare class as abstract. Otherwise, we will get compile time error. Okay, at least one abstract method will be there in abstract class. If a plain class contain at least one abstract method, then compulsory we should declare that class is abstract. Otherwise we will get compile time error if we do not declare it as abstract. Because if a class contains at least one abstract method, then implementation is not complete for that class, and hence it is not recommended to create an object. So in order to restrict object creation for such partial classes, we use abstract keyword. So let's see an example. So observation 7. If a class contains at least one abstract method, then compulsory we should declare class as abstract, otherwise we will get compile time error. So this is the abstract class demo which contains the abstract method m1. If we remove the abstract keyword, then we will get compile time error. If I remove it, you can see the error. Okay, red line, it shows the error. Make type demo as abstract. Here it is written, let so abstract class demo. Class derive extends the demo class. Here we redefine the abstract method. Okay, now let's test it. Demo d is equal to new derived. This is the abstract class. Okay, demo and uses a reference and d is the reference variable d dot m1. Let's run it. Hello world. Okay, observation 8. If child class is unable to provide implementation to all abstract methods of parent class, then we should declare that child class as abstract, so that the next level child class should provide implementation to remaining abstract method. Okay, so if the child class is unable to provide the implementation to all abstract methods of parent class, this is the abstract class parent A. Here we declare three abstract method m1, m2 and m3, and this is the child class child A. Here it redefined only the abstract method m1, but it unable to redefine these two abstract method. That's why we declare it as abstract 2, this class as abstract 2. So it is telling if a child class is unable to provide implementation to all abstract methods of parent class, then we should declare that child class as abstract, so that the next level child class should provide implementation to remaining abstract methods. So next level child class is the child class B. It redefined again the two abstract method, okay, which extends the child class A. Okay, here public void m2, inside m2 child class B, inside m3 child class B. Now testing it, parent A, this is the abstract class, and this is the child class B, the derived class, the second level of child class. Now we're calling the all the method. Let's run it. You can see inside M1, that is child class A, that is abstract class. Inside M2 child class B, and inside M3 child class B. So the previous one is defined in child class, first child class, and the other two are redefined in the second child class, and all the methods are abstract class, inside abstract class, that is the parent class A, and all are the abstract methods. All these methods, abstract methods, are declared inside the parent class A. Okay, so those are the observations which I have noted. Now let's remember the few important things about abstraction, abstract class. Okay, abstraction is the process of hiding the implementation details, and actual business logic is defined inside the child classes. Abstraction is the process of hiding the implementation details. Okay, the features are there, but what kind of business logic you should use, that is up to you, which you define in child class. Okay, so abstraction is the process of hiding the implementation details. Here we hide the implementation detail, user don't know about it. The features are there, and it is up to you to implement it in the respective child class. All the features are there, and it is up to you, it's your choice, you redefined it. Okay, and that is the big advantage of it. We can achieve 0 to 100% abstraction in abstract class. We can achieve 0 to 100% abstraction in abstract class. We can achieve partial abstraction too in abstract class. So 0% means there is no abstract method inside the abstract class. There is no abstract method. 100% means all the method inside the abstract class are abstracts. So we achieve 100% abstraction when all the methods inside the abstract class are abstract. And we achieve partial abstractions means some methods inside the abstract class are abstract and some methods are non-abstract. In that case we achieve partial abstraction. So this much I covered about abstract class. Let's come to the summary. An abstract class is a class that is declared with abstract keyword. An abstract class is a class that is declared with an abstract keyword. Abstract class has abstract methods and non-abstract methods. We have seen abstract class has abstract methods and non-abstract methods. In abstract methods we use the keyword abstract, and in non-abstract methods there no keyword abstract keyword is there, and in abstract method we use abstract keyword followed by semicolon but no method body. Okay, any class that contain one or more abstract method must also be declared with an abstract keyword. Yes, we see by an example. In abstract class we can define non-static variable, static variable, and finite variable. We can see I have shown in the program int color. Okay, that is a non-static variable. We can use static variable and finite variable too. An abstract class cannot be directly instantiated with the new operator. It shows error. We saw it. An abstract class can have parameterized constructor, yes, and the default constructor is always present in an abstract class. And this constructor in abstract class are called the inherited class. Okay, Abstract class cannot support multiple inheritance. Yes, abstract class cannot support via the interface, which I am going to discuss in my upcoming video. We can perform dynamic polymorphism. Abstract is a Java modifier applicable for classes, methods in Java, but not for variable. This is a Java modifier. So thank you for have patience and listening and learning with me. See you in the upcoming session, and if you have any doubt, then write in the comment box. I will reply it. Thank you.